So it comes down once again to 4th down for Bill Parcells. 4th and 10. This young New England team.
Who knew a simple wild card game from more than 2 decades ago could have so many layers that touch pro football today? It was Bill Belichick versus Bill Parcells. The latter's once and future defensive coordinator met perhaps his biggest mentor in the 1994 postseason.
Bill, we ain't got enough. They're going to kneel on the ball. If they make the first down, the game's over.
The upstart Browns survived several down seasons under Belichick, a defensive mastermind trying to make the most of his first head coaching opportunity and playoff appearance. Meanwhile, Parcells was attempting to rebuild a Patriots franchise that had gone 14 up and 50 down in the decade prior to '94. It was a game drenched in irony.
McGinnis gets Testaverde, took the inside move, and got around Orlando Brown for the sack.
That guy was Parcells' first-round pick in 1994. He only started in 4 Super Bowls, authored the sickest goal line stand in Patriots history, and became the NFL's all-time postseason sack leader before retiring with the Browns. That was McGinnis' first playoff sack. Now, this is where the Belichick-Parcells matchup gets a little weird.
Troy Brown, wide receiver, back at the 38-yard line. Brown from Marshall. And Tupa's liner hangs at the 35.
The guy punting for Belichick's Browns was Tom Tupa, who was the punter for Parcells 2 years later in Super Bowl 31. And yeah, that Troy Brown was a return man, a guy that Parcells cut and re-signed 3 times in New England, and who would deliver one of the most clutch plays in playoff history for the Belichick Patriots. A few plays later, Parcells' first-round pick in 1993 got the Pats on the board.
As time is hit as he throws it, it's Thompson wide open at the 10, to the 5, into the corner, touchdown Drew Bledsoe to Leroy Thompson.
You might remember Bledsoe. Besides starting this and many postseason games for New England, he was slightly relevant to Belichick's future.
3rd and 10. Bledsoe deep drop, steps up, now rolls to the right. Now he's going to have to run at the 20, 25, 30. Oh, he got whacked over on the far side. And Tom Brady has been put into quarterback and Drew Bledsoe taken out.
Starts in motion left. Vinny looking, end zone. Now rushed right. Has a man open in the end zone. Throws. Touchdown Browns. Mark Carrier. 5 yards from Testaverde. And the Browns have regained the lead.
Vinny Testaverde, the quarterback Belichick chose over Bernie Kosar, who he released and ultimately signed with Dallas. Testaverde would start for the Browns for the better part of 3 seasons. 4 years later, he was under center for Parcells in the 1998 AFC Championship. 10 years later, Testaverde was a starter over another Dallas backup. The score was 10-all at halftime. Okay, but did you see who just kicked that field goal? That was Matt Barr, who happened to kick Parcells and Belichick into Super Bowl 25.
It is good! Good!
And the Giants are going to Tampa Bay. It's over for the three-peats.
The third quarter featured a Leroy Hoard touchdown run, putting the Belichick Browns up 17-10. Bledsoe failed to counter when another former Parcells Giant made a big play.
Looks, throws middle, intercepted by Pepper Johnson. Still on his feet.
Bledsoe would seal the Patriots' fate, and not in a good way, when he was picked by the late, great Eric Turner. After winning the wild card matchup, the Browns would fall in Pittsburgh the next week. Less than a year later, they'd be moving to Baltimore. Meanwhile, Parcells' Patriots would rebound from the loss in a big way in '96, partially with the help of new assistant coach Bill Belichick. After a pit stop with the Jets, Belichick got a second head coaching chance back in New England, and NFL history was off and running.
It's good! It's good! And the Patriots are Super Bowl champions!
And as for that '94 wildcard game, to this day, it is the Browns' last playoff win and Belichick's first.